So yes, sorry for cutting myself mid-word. I kind of do that sometimes. I still don't really think. But yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to continue streaming tonight or not. This finger, the most old-timey keyring I've ever seen. Of course, this isn't just about the students, you know. A lot of families and acquaintances will be there and visiting, and it's important to show them that the students of St. Dymphna are living normal, healthy lives here. Not sure how I feel about my life being used as an advertisement. I glance at Isolde for a reaction, but she's as hard to read as ever. Which is just one reason why it's so important that we make this as great as it can be. Besides, these are exactly the kind of school memories I want everyone to leave here with, you know? The kind I like, anyway. It's a little doing, but at the end of the week you're left with an experience you'll never forget, like a reward for all our hard work. That should be everything. Now all we have to do is bring this back and put all of it up, and we'll be finished. And tonight, that seems ambitious. Oh, yes, but doable, I promise. You know, that includes you. I've got this. You should get some sleep. That's normal for them. So I'm guessing if Isolde was here already anyway. She probably isn't a potential love interest. Still don't know exactly what sort of event it's going to be, but I imagine there would be quite the crowd judging from how preparation is going into it. Maybe I've got completely the wrong idea of Anna, but I feel as though big crowds probably aren't her thing at all. Nah, probably not. Maybe for a little bit, I don't know. Well, it's no biggie, we can hang out either way. Yeah? Yeah, of course. Sweet, thank you. Okay, sort of. I'll let you get me some food from the fancy dinner if you like. Oh, you'll let me? What a privilege. It's not a privilege, Eric, it's an honor. You don't fancy attending it with me? Nah, not my thing. Thanks, though. I'll just take the fancy food in a box. Is it fancy? Oh, yeah. Was last year, anyway. Well, apparently. I didn't go then either. And nobody else thought to bring you something? I know. Tragic, isn't it? At least this year I will get the chance to try it. She's so cute! I'm sure my parents would be pleased to know that the expensive food that some of their money is being spent on will actually get eaten by their daughter. Sorry, terrible joke. I thought it was funny. You have a terrible sense of humor. Everyone tells Eric that. Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to it. This weekend in general, I mean, it's going to be nice. Thought you weren't really interested in going to any of the events. I realized that I'm an idiot only in the very second after tapping send. I wasn't talking about that. As I think I might have gotten away with it, another message comes through. Idiot. Yeah, that's about right. Sorry, haha, me too. She's looking forward to it. It's not exactly committal, but I'll take it. I yawn and stretch shudderingly. Okay, now I'm actually tired. Those last few words seem to have done the trick to calm my mind, at least a little. Hopefully with something really tasty. Can't make any promises, though. Maybe they won't have the budget for it this year. Frankly, Eric, if you just bring me an ordinary cafeteria burger, I will be perfectly content. I'll bear that in mind. Maybe they'll have tiny little finger food burgers on silver trays. Maybe it's because I joined later in the year. Perhaps they detailed all this with everyone before I was in the picture and they forgot to fill me in. Should be a leaflet or something. Hmm. Yep. I think the trouble is everyone else also assumed someone else would have told me. It's dinner this evening, but before that, there's this commencement speech thing. It's nothing really. Some people choose to skip it entirely. It'll just be Professor Bosworth and maybe some other important members of the staff talking about the school and the festival and things. Mass it well, so it's all held in the chapel. Dress up a little. Nicer than jeans and t-shirt, more interesting than a uniform. People not. A dance. Oh. She does. Believe you got through to her. Oh, oh, it feels so good. Miss Clays can be like that sometimes. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she doesn't really talk much, but she's got quite the personality. To maybe come to the gala and Yeah, gotcha. And Sophia actually. There's no way Sophia is actually a love interest. I mean, if I thought that was a possibility, I might have gone along with the date. Those who don't clearly fall into either gender. Like Fran. Okay. Mm-hmm. Between the two, I would never bother going, but plenty of people do. Mostly religious types, but also people who really care about the school for some reason. You saying I don't look like a good church-going girl? Yes, that's very judgmental of you, Wilhelm. You're lucky it's also very accurate. There's a hole in it. Gustav spotted this really nice looking shell. I noticed that hole. Get someone to stitch it up for you. I have a tiny sewing kit for fixing things like that, but I've never used it. Oh. Wait. Oh my god. She's speaking. Get turning. Let's see how Pro does it. You've just replaced it with many smaller holes. You make a good point. With food. Yes, with food. Fancy, fancy food. Oh, he's a piece of work. Hmm. Wonder if that has something to do with her issues too. Densely packed with stars. Comprehensible depth of the darkness between the stars really draws you in, doesn't it? And he laughs and punches me on the shoulder. Okay, that was pretty lame, but it does, doesn't it? As I continue to gaze up at the sky, I hear a small whispered yeah from beside me. My immediate instinct is to look in the direction it came from, but I forced myself not to. Do I take off my coat, placing it on the flagstones near me and lie back on it? Without much delay, Anna does the same. My coat spread out on the ground like this is big enough for us both. We gaze into the depths together, side by side, for a few minutes. It would be really cool if I could tell you about all the different constellations right now, wouldn't it? I feel Anna nod next to me. You'd need Jean for that, I'm afraid. Perhaps I should be spending my evening with her instead. I get another punch of the arm for my trouble. Strange as it is for that still to have been our only form of physical contact, I treasure it in a way. I fall silent again. In similar situations in the past, I might have expected a feeling of awkwardness to creep over me about now, as though I am in the wrong for not making conversation. Here with Anna, I feel no such thing. The supposed chill of the night seems to be having no effect on me either. Perhaps that's because I can feel Anna's warmth radiating from her just a few inches away from me. She sits again, cross-legged to finish her food. She takes one bite, though, and passes it over to me, looking a little dismayed. Try it and it's gone cold. That happened much quicker than I expected. Night air must have done it, or perhaps the cold of the stone steps when the container was placed down on them. Caramel apple cake. Anna, do you want to come and take a look around the open house stuff with me tomorrow? I know you said you weren't too keen when we were texting before, but I just thought I'd ask again. I had a chat with Ella, and it didn't seem like it'd be very stressful. Just something to fill the day with, you know? Sorry, I don't mean to pressure you about it. It's not a big deal. I just didn't want you to miss out. And yeah, I'd really like to spend the day with you tomorrow. I'm really glad I didn't spend any more time than necessary at that fancy dinner. Coming here was a great decision. She looked pensive for a few seconds, her eyes unfocused. Okay, yeah, that is definitely a conscious decision to put two S's there. No, that was a different word last time. I don't know. There. Yeah, there just seems to be a conscious decision to whenever a word that ends in an S would have ed at the end, they instead add sed. Now, again, the question is this it for the night? I love this game so much that I kind of want the answer to be no. But at the same time, I feel like I've already been streaming for a fairly decent amount of time. Yeah, I think I am going to call it here. I got onto a route.